good evening to everybody. Welcome to coverage of the Northwest iRacing Truck Series. We are at the Lady in Black Darlington Raceway. Well, the NASCAR boys will be back for throwback on Mother's Day weekend this weekend in South Carolina. It is the site for the virtual iRacing group. The Northwest Cars and Stars, the trucks are tonight. We welcome you, Truck Yeah, to the Lady in Black 200. It's coverage on LSRTV and CRN Sports from, again, the virtual Darlington Raceway. Good evening. I am Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is my colleague Samuel Dyer because Greg Rance has had a family emergency and he is not able to be here tonight. And, of course, as always, running the production in the LSRTV truck in Wichita Falls, Texas, is Mr. Charles Wooten. Sam, Darlington, the Lady in Black, egg-shaped, over a mile. Good racing here. We're going to see the same tonight, I believe, for the trucks.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's the third race of the Northwest Tour. We had the ARCA on Friday, Cup on Monday, and it has been fun to watch. Trucks here tonight for 140 laps. And, looking at all the drivers, there's some guys that have been pretty consistent, and I think everyone's goal, just survive the night and I hope the wall does not ruin your day.
Yeah, just have to survive the night, stay out of trouble, and hope that you can be there at the end. So let's take a look at the bottom left of the monitor. Here is your Race on Texas race information 411. By the way, get that speed pass throughout the week if you're in the Arklatex area. We have 1 hour practice, qualifying. Exclude the heat races. That was Bristol on dirt last week, and a 140-lap race. So it's going to be 200 miles. The equivalent is 201 miles, 140 laps. That'll be the distance for the trucks. Just like when the trucks in the Xfinity Series race here for real events and they run 200 miles, the same will be here tonight for the trucks of the Northwest iRacing Truck Series. So with that being said, we will also get ready for weather conditions. Bottom right of the monitor, let's check out YouSawBlade.com weather conditions. Holy cow, Sam. 77 degrees, clear skies, sunny skies, 121 degree track temperature. What is that going to be on tires?
It is slick, and it is going to turn all the tires just to mush. It is very tough to even try to save tires here at Darlington, especially with it being an egg-shaped course. You're burning the tire so often, and with it being 121 degrees on that track temp, you are going to be sliding a lot more, and that rubber is going to be burning off extremely quickly.
And we have a little unfinished business from last Monday night as well. Of course, we saw Lake Peterson pick up the win for the Cup Series, his third win for the Northwest Cup Series Tour, presented by Hermiston Auto Group, or the Tom Denschel Auto Group. But Chris White was supposed to be joining us on the podium, and he did. But unfortunately, I didn't let him thank his sponsors. So, Chris, welcome back again. Your take on tonight's truck race at Darlington. Could we see you go to victory lane after being on the podium? And please remember to thank your sponsors.
What's going on, guys? All is good. We've got some challenges here tonight.
My friend, I don't forget.
We got some challenges here tonight with the updates that took place, so we're just kind of figuring things out. We got a new version of Darlington here tonight, so it's going to be interesting.
Wow. When did this come about?
Yeah, and the next thing that's going to be interesting is the next-gen Cup cars have been released today as well, so those are completely different, and we haven't decided yet on those, though, so we'll see.
Holy cow, this is going to be awesome. So understanding there's a lot less grip into the racetrack than what was on Monday night or in the past. Is that what you're thinking, Chris? And what do you think it's going to be like with the track temps being 122 degrees tonight?
From what we're seeing in practice, it's going to be really slick. You're going to see a lot of loose trucks. I would expect to see a handful of yellows. I hope not. Green flag racing is always what we want to see, and I think things will tighten up over the long runs, but you're going to see some loose trucks here and there.
Okay, we got some unfinished business, so before I let you go, thank your sponsors for Monday night.
Will do. Well, first and foremost, got to thank Tom Denschel Auto Group for coming on and helping us out. Definitely AMSOIL. If you're looking for AMSOIL, visit interstatesynthetics.com. Our Ford Mustang on the Cup side and the truck we're running strong on AMSOIL power. So if you're looking for AMSOIL, visit interstatesynthetics.com. And definitely you guys up there with LSRTV doing a fantastic job. Appreciate it.
And if I'm remembering correctly, aren't you trying to get into the world of announcing as well? Any luck yet?
Well, I haven't got there yet. I've been contemplating on, doing my own sim broadcasting, but I haven't full-blown done something like that. But like I was mentioning after the broadcast last week, I am appearing in a movie here in Seattle this coming weekend, Kimmy. And I just today got a call back from the Seattle Talent Agency that they're going to represent me, and so it's going to be an open door to some future stuff. So maybe some broadcasting, maybe some voiceover stuff, and maybe some commercials and film, and I don't know. I guess the door's open, so we'll see where it goes.
There you go, man. Well, sky's the limit. Good luck tonight here for you in the trucks at Darlington. Thanks for being on.
All right, guys. We'll hope to see you on the podium. We'll see. Take it easy.
All right, that's Chris White, and we'll let him get back down there and get back to focus on race mode, part of the CWI racing team. Chris White racing with Tyson Blood. And Sam, we had some unfinished business, and I was going to make sure we got it done for sure.
Yeah, and it gave us plenty of time for these drivers to start qualifying. What's interesting about tonight's qualifying, it is open qualifying. Everyone is running out here as a group, and there was a lot of confusion of drivers being like, is this really how we're doing it? And it looks like it is.
Everybody is on the racetrack at the same time here for the Lady in Black 200, and normally they do lone qualifying. Not tonight. Tonight they are literally all on the track together in a European-style qualifying session here. We're watching them work their way down the front straightaway, around the racetrack. And again, there's been a recent update made, and the reason why is because it is the update for the iRacing track, and they took less out of the racetrack is what we're hearing. There's been a whole bunch of new graphics even done to the front straightaway. I'm believing the Goodyear 400 is the sponsor for this Sunday's race for the throwback race at Darlington. It's the Goodyear 400. So you already see all the logos and everything that's also being put down. So, yeah, they're ready to go here. And, man, Samuel, they didn't waste no time putting it up on the updates for iRacing either.
No, they put it in iRacing primarily because they had the Pro Invitational that happened and got finished a couple hours ago, introducing the next gen of Stock Car Cup Series machines, and it was a blast to watch. It was Eric Jones that got the win in that Pro Invitational, and also iRacing, because the Pro Invitational opened up the doors for all of those on iRacing. The next gen cars, they are available for purchase, and there are actually some unofficial races out there that drivers can come here to Darlington and drive the next gen cup cars.
That is awesome. So again, the next gen cars for virtual were also debuted in reality today. The Toyota Camry, the Chevrolet Camaro, and of course the Ford Mustang was debuted. They are some sharp looking cars. They have been doing some testing with, and I work with NASCAR, obviously, so there's been a lot of testing with NASCAR and R&D for the last year or so, Samuel, to get that right tweak on the next-gen cars. And I think after the road course test at Austin, what they done at Martinsville the other day, of course, also what they did at Darlington last week or 2 weeks ago with a test session as well, they are ready to unveil the next-gen car, not just on iRacing, but also in reality. Next year is what they're talking about, 2021 NASCAR Daytona. Possibly the next gen car could debut, or possibly the week after Daytona, because obviously the super speedway racing is a completely different animal. But anyhow, qualifying is ongoing. We're going to take a quick break. We are ready to roll here. The Lady in Black 200, the starting lineup, and we go 200 miles when we return on LSRTV and Sierra Sports coverage of the Northwest iRacing Truck Series from Darlington.
Every customer, every single time, needs to get our very best. From moment one, my goal managing a team here in the dealership is to make sure that that customer's experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite sure of what they're buying or what they're paying or those sorts of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Hey, welcome back to coverage. We're ready to rock and roll. Northwest iRacing Truck Series. Darlington, the Lady in Black 100 qualifying is on course right now, and holy cow, look at the lap time for Dennis Moore. He is right now the man out in front, 29.76 to a 29.79. Jeff Stab now, and I'll tell you what, as qualifying is about to come to an end here in a few more minutes, man, Samuel, Dennis Moore showing a good strong run in the red orange 44 tonight.
Yeah, Dennis Moore, a great lap for himself. Got to race the ARCA Series back on Friday, won that race. So got a little bit of experience there, a lot more experience during the Cup race, and now he's showing off. Open qualifying certainly gave Dennis Moore a great shot for getting the best lap time, and looks like they got 10 more seconds left in qualifying. So those that are on track, you got to put your lap time down now.
Better make it happen right now because time is running out. Put down that best lap you can, because in a mere moment, checkered flag will be coming up from the flag stand by Milton Barney, 5 Jr. And there he goes. Qualifying is over, and Dennis Moore unofficially is going to be the man on the pole for the Lady in Black 200 here tonight at Darlington. The field is getting set up. Samuel, your thoughts before we give the Team 126 Racing starting lineup?
I mean, this was incredible to get to see a little bit of open qualifying. Gave some drivers a shot to that we don't really get to see have great qualifying runs, because you can actually stall out some other drivers. I'm excited to see what Dennis Moore is going to do, but also I'm watching out. Can Jeff Stab now turn his luck around and have a great finish here tonight?
Well, we hope you keep Oregon well. There's Tyler King. Puck number 21. I love the yellow sidewalls, by the way, on the tires. Well, there's that green number 44, not the orange traditional 44. And we are ready to give you your Team 126 Racing starting lineup. On the pole, Dennis Moore in 44 to the outside. Any moment he'll click in. Jeff Stab now from Billings, Montana in the 24 4K Ford. Row number 2 will find Tyler King in 21. You just saw him in the Keep Oregon Well entry to the outside. The SPS Motorsports number 10 of Cole Raz. Razzle Dazzle is back. Row number 3, Caden Anderson in the 37, a truck winner at Vegas. To the outside, Kevin Smith in the 00 for Tom Denschel, Hermiston Automotive Group. To the inside of row number 4, Stephen O'Hara in the 41, Sean Breitzman in the 46, the defending Cup Series champion. Row number 5, Bristol winner on dirt last week, Devin West in the 5, and his father, Dan West Jr., defending Truck Series champion and 2 wins on the year. He'll start 10th. Row number 6 will find Judd Wakefield in the number 50 machine. To the outside, Ryan Blum in 25. Row 7, Robert Campbell in the number 54. Carl Burke in 53. He had a strong Cup run the other night as well. Moving on to the next row, we're going to find John Ottenbacher in 89 and Chris White in the 83, a podium finish for him on Monday. Row number 9 will find Stephen Paulus in the Daytona winner, along with Tyson Blood to the outside in 97. The top 20, Casey Tillman in 92, and B.J. Tidrick, who won this Cup race at Darlington last year, rounds out your top 20. Row number 11, Jimbo Pfeiffer in the 01, Toby Ritters in 23. Row number 12 will find the 12 machine of Briar Reynolds alongside Ray Fournier, a Daytona Dash winner earlier in the year. And the final rows on back include Frank Harris in the 11, Aaron Cooper not starting, along with Aaron Cooper and Ray. Okay, Troy Daggett also in that mix. So there you go. There's your lineup. All right, Samuel. What are you thinking, bud? Lights are off on the pace car. They're ready to come to green. 200 miles, 140 laps. Should be a good one coming up next. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch for sure. I think for a lot of these drivers, it has to be race the track, not the drivers around you, because if you're racing the drivers around you, you could be finding yourself getting distracted, put yourself in the wall. Got to be patient and work on your own car and work at your own pace. You'll find yourself up front if you can keep your truck clean.
No mistakes can be made. This track, so much history at Darlington. And it's recently been updated on iRacing. This is a totally new animal from what these drivers experienced in the Northwest Cup race on Monday. Here we go. What will it be like? And it'll be a daytime event. Pace car is in. Green is in the air. We are underway for the Lady in Black 200. And the trucks roar off into turn number 1. The whole shot will go on the outside lane to Stab now. He's got contact. He got into him with, man, oh man, Dennis Moore into Stab now. Into a couple of other trucks. And there is still no caution. And I don't know how Jeff Stabnow would feel about that start. Holy cow.
Yeah, Stabnow finally getting going. So does Caden Anderson. They were heavily involved in that incident, and we stay green.
What in the world was Dennis Moore thinking?
That's what side-by-side does, is that when you are that side-by-side, you get loose, you drift up, and here's your replay.
This is on the start. This is on the start. We're under green flag conditions, but this is on the start. Watch this. It's worth watching again. The 44, Dennis Moore alongside, and they're going to throw caution now. Caution is out. Dennis Moore, Tab now on the jump on the outside. Raz behind him, King behind Moore, and looks like Dennis Moore just hooked the left rear. Got up and got loose and hooked the 24. Caden Anderson, the Vegas winner, crashes as well. And I'll be damned, Jeff Stabnow, Samuel, he can't get no break.
No, I mean, that was the one thing I pointed out, is he just needs his luck to change, and it continues on. Here's what the caution is for. It's going to be Frank Harris, who's going to get into the outside wall here through 3 and 4, and this track is just so difficult to hold the line. I think that's why Moore went up into Stabnow, but here is the 11 just drifting up through the center. Looks like it's going to be the next corner where we're going to be seeing it happen, but Harris, he just got a little bit too giddy with himself and getting into the outside wall.
Keep an eye on the 11. We'll watch it again. There he goes in the fence, and he collected Troy Daggett as well. Daggett had nowhere to go, and there you see there's the caution. So, man, what a tough break, man. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Jeff Stabnow. He just cannot get a break.
We got,
I'm not repeating what the producer just said.
Well, we got about 19th back to 26 coming into the pits, trying to get repairs done. A lot of drivers getting into the outside wall early, and just the first 2 laps of this race, the Darlington stripes have already struck it.
Oh, man. So we'll have to reset. Try this again.
Yeah, I think resetting might be one of the most dangerous things for these drivers. I mean, you saw there, our pole setter drifting up into second place there, just going into turn number 1. And it's just difficult to hold the line just because the truck wants to drift up to the high line, just because of how flat these bankings are. Your truck just wants to drift up because of how much speed they're carrying into these corners. And now we're testing fate once again with this restart.
And this will now put Cole Raz in the lead. The number 10 machine, one of the Albuquerque driver development competitors. See all the logos. By the way, you see the Boeing backstretch. Boeing is an airplane company. See the Boeing backstretch. So that is some of the new graphics that has been put on Darlington. I mean, honestly, when you watch the races this weekend at Darlington, Samuel, that's what the track will look like.
Yeah, and also the track surface, they got an update, so now you can see where the strips are for where the drivers can really, that's probably the best things for the drivers, is now they kind of see where the defined lanes are, where you kind of want to aim your trucks or cars when you get around this course.
Man, oh man.
Well, they line up, stack up, we get to do it again, and I think for Cole Raz, this is great. He gets to be up front, gets to really take control. He can get a great restart here and get in front of Kevin Smith. And looking at some of the drivers during practice and qualifying, Kevin Smith, he was one of the fastest drivers during practice. But just because you've got the fastest truck or the fastest car doesn't mean that you're going to be the one that wins this race. Just because if we can get into a long green flag run, tire wear is going to be the most important thing on how well these drivers can save their tires.
Yeah, that's true. And just like that, so many great contenders taken out. And like Jeff Stab now, yeah, I don't know if it just comes with Dennis Moore not having that experience of, and not taking anything away from him, but just being at the front. If he had handling problems. Now you have Cole Raz, Kevin Smith, the Tom Denchel Hermanson Auto Group 00 entry. Along the outside, he's got himself a Northwest ARCA win, and he is now showing his strengths in the number 2 spot. Sean Breitzman, the Cup Series champion, up to 3rd in the 46. He's looking for that first win of the year. Tyler King, Dan West Jr., top 5, and they're at the backstretch to 3, Sam.
Yeah, up front, I mean, I got to say, Breitzman, he on that restart, I thought he was going to get loose and shoot himself right into the pit wall. Luckily able to hold on and keep going. But Cole Raz's whole entire goal right now, pull away as fast as possible. And for Kevin Smith, it's hold off the 46 as he is coming with a head of steam as drivers are side by side around 10th and 11th place.
Up the racetrack, watching these drivers working their way around the corner. Ottenbacher behind him, so is Tidrick. Superflow colors, top 15, there they are. Up the racetrack, Tillman behind him. That's between 13th, 14th, and 15th. Paulison there as well, as he's got now Flood and Gamble in front of them as they go back out of the corner. That's that battle on the racetrack right now, back to 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm watching out to see what Tyson Blood has and how well he's going to be doing here at Darlington, as this is such a difficult course. But it looks like Frank Harris, all the way back in 24th, got into the wall hard, and he'll be losing more positions for the 11. We brought out our first caution of the day.
Watching Raz a little loose there as he worked his way off of Turn 2 down the Boeing backstretch. Look at Kevin Smith looking for the lead. The 00 fighting for that top spot. Up the racetrack is Raz, and they are side by side as they come across the line. Give it to Raz by just an inch over Smith, but Smith will battle back into 1. No. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is a very low entry. You don't want a shallow entry like Smith just had. You're trying to make these passes on the straightaway, because either corner, you do not want to be side by side because the truck wants to drift up. And that almost took out Stab down there. I mean, that almost took out Breitzman, excuse me, there. And looking at Kevin Smith, he almost had it, but mainly what gave the 00 a chance there was because Cole Raz got loose a couple of laps ago, and that's what's bringing these guys closer and closer. It's those little mistakes that could cost the guys that are up front.
Back up the racetrack into turn number 1 and 2. And look at Kevin Smith now. Raz pulling away. Smith now under pressure with Sean Breitzman. Working 1 caution of the race. Another battle heating up for position. Look at, I think that's Tidrick. No, that's Devin West. That's Devin West. Yeah, man, look at Carl Burks with a new paint job on his truck. I didn't recognize it there for a second. Look at that sharp-looking truck. And I'll tell you what, Samuel, he had himself a pretty good run in the Cup race here on Darlington Monday night.
Yeah, finished 6th for the 53 in the Cup, and just trying to carry on that momentum, try to finish in the top 10. It's really the biggest goal for the 53, and looking at some of these other drivers, their goals have to be just try to have a good finish in the top 15, top 10, especially for those drivers that have been having bad luck for the last couple of weeks. Uh-oh, Cole Raz is blinking just slightly. He was gone for about half a racetrack there. Got to be careful for the 10. Hopefully that internet woes get cleared up, and it looks like he's good for now.
We got to keep an eye on that.
Oh, there's a hornet's nest from 11th on back. I mean, from 12th on back, as we're watching the battle for second place and for the lead. I mean, right now, Bridesman is doing a great job trying to catch up and just follow, and he's got to be saving those tires. And the more that they start to battle from these top three, the more it's going to bring in Dan West Jr.
Raz, Smith, Bridesman, West and West, top 5. That's father, son. King, Burke, Wakefield, White, and Bloom, the top 10. We're 15 laps into this 140-lap contest. Still a long way to go here at the Lady in Black 200 at Darlington.
For some of the drivers that were involved in that first incident on lap 1, Keenan Anderson looks like he took the fast repair for the 37, and he has now moved himself up to 15th place on updates of that. Also, Dennis Moore, he had to come in and started back in 19th place. He's moved up to 13th now.
And it is official. My buddy Danny Lockamy, who's a good announcing friend of mine, just texted me back, Samuel. And it will be the Goodyear 400 NASCAR throwback race at Darlington this Sunday night and or Sunday afternoon. And that is the reason why everything is completely redone. And it also is officially now known as the Boeing Backstretch. We were talking about the Boeing Backstretch. That is a new sponsor for Darlington Raceway as well. So... But that's why you're seeing all the insignia and the new job that was done with the update for iRacing has updated the track almost to a T, Samuel Dyer, before this Sunday's race.
Yeah, absolutely. Complete props to iRacing for getting all the graphics done and getting it all set before even Sunday came around. So good job on iRacing's part.
Ready to go on Mother's Day for the event at Darlington. By the way, Xfinity on Friday. Truck Series on Saturday night. Going to be fun. Yeah.
More racing. You love to see it. Cannot wait for watching more. As we're watching Caden Anderson keep on moving along.
And while that goes on, Cole Raz is still the man out in front. Battle going on for that spot up the racetrack. There's Devin West, Wakefield. This is for 6th and 7th now, Samuel.
Oh, and after that battle just got done, Cole Raz up into the wall, and he got stuck into the wall, and he's going to lose 2 positions from the lead back to 3rd for Raz.
We mentioned Raz was having some problems.
Light internet issues, but he just got a little bit unfocused there maybe, and it was about a lap ago, got into the wall, and it's just one of those things where the wall, it's kind of like glue at times, where it just puts you, and once you get into the outside wall, it's so difficult to get off, and you're going to lose positions because of it.
Danny corrected me. The truck race is on Friday night at 7:30. Xfinity is Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and the Cup race is Sunday at 3:30. Thank you, Danny Lockamy, for giving me that information, buddy. I appreciate it.
A lot of driving.
Meanwhile, Samuel, Kevin Smith still out in front, man. What a run for him in the 00. Holy cow.
Yeah, he goal, stay off the wall, keep running clean, as the drivers are now 23 laps into this race. Tire wear is starting to get massive. We are almost 2 seconds difference from some of these drivers' best lap times to what they're running now. And it is just going to get worse and worse the longer the run goes on. Expecting these drivers to pit here probably in the next 15 to maybe 20 laps or so. But tire wear is such a huge factor for them, as now the battle for the lead. It's Bridesman right on the back bumper, and he comes close on entry. It's the exit, though, where you really got to focus on getting your speed off the corner.
Don Breitzman reeling in Kevin Smith. Looking for the lead. Sean Breitzman also looking for that first win of the year. Kevin Smith looking for his first career Northwest iRacing Cup or Truck Series victory. Never won in Cup. He's never won in the trucks. He has won in the ARCA Northwest Series. That's, by the way, every Friday night now. Samuel, you're on the announcer team for that on Friday night, right? Because normally I have real broadcast obligations for sports and racing, and I can't be there, so.
Whoa, left traffic cutting across our leaders, and it's now given a chance here for Bridesman and also Raz as they're slowing down, and you got to be careful there.
Quick evasive move for everyone to get down below the binders. That was the machine quickly of Robert Gamble. And also Troy Daggett, I believe it was, quickly on the binders to get out of harm's way.
Yeah, it was just a 3-truck battle of Ritter, Daggett, and Harris. And once they finally were starting to clear things up, the leaders came flying in with their speed. And now Kevin Smith's got to figure out how to get by that of Ritter in front of him. And
that's right.
Bridesman falls back to third. And here comes Cole Raz, man.
A little razzle dazzle for shizzle, ma dizzle hizzle going on there. As Smith, Raz, Breitzman, West. Now you see them battling for third. 25 in.
Drivers that are on the move. Dennis Moore has been doing a great job, as well as Caden Anderson. They started all the way back in 19th and 20th position after their pit stops that first caution.
Oh,
and with damage.
The wall.
Oh boy. Yeah, they're tightening up, coming off the corner.
Cole Raz just ate the wall. Everybody got by him. Man, oh man. There is the man that started on the pole, the number 44, Dennis Moore. He gave Jeff Stabnow problems. And Stabnow is mired all the way back to 21st, a couple of laps down. He, on the other hand, Samuel, has moved his way back to the top 10. He's in 7th in that green 44, the pole truck.
Dennis Moore is up to 7th. He's really made a comeback. Kane Anderson, he's up to 9th. He's also made a comeback for himself. Also, O'Hare has made a great comeback for the 41, able to get into the top 10.
We're going to go now ride with O'Hare in truck number 41 now. There you see O'Hare's ride. He's got a unique paint job as well. Normally he has like a kind of a rainbow colored 41. He's changed up his truck colors tonight.
Yeah, drivers deciding to switch it up. It's Darlington week, and oh boy, O'Hare. Don't want to get loose like that.
He knows the cameras are on him. He's giving us a little dirt track in there.
Maybe feeling the pressure, making slight mistakes.
30 laps in of 140, 10 laps to 100 laps remaining in this 200-mile, 140-lap contest. In the wall, Breitzman, rim riding the wall.
Yeah,
continues to ride up the wall.
Oh, that's that glue that's kind of stuck in the wall. Once you get into it, it's so hard to get off the corner and off the wall until you finally get to the straightaway. And just like how we saw Raz lose about 3 positions, Breitzman loses another 2.
And you know, Darlington's one of those places as well where bouncing off the wall can be your friend if you don't do it too much.
Oh no, Dan West Jr. getting to believe out that was Gamble, that he had to drive around and absolutely shoved around.
And Wakefield down below the racetrack as well. Wow. This is for third.
Lap
And Campbell
traffic.
still holding on to third.
Oh my goodness. Lap traffic has been probably one of the biggest factors for a lot of these drivers, just because of the unknown of if they're going to get into the wall or come in front of you.
That's right.
It is difficult for, I mean, just making passes in general here at Darlington is hard because it really is kind of a one-lane trek. But it looks like issues for O'Hare. His engine's blown.
Oh, no. Stephen O'Hare has give up the ghost, and he has hand grenaded the number 41, the engine, and he's coming to the pits.
Yeah,
Toby Ritter's wrecking, no yellow flag.
Toby Ritter got into the outside wall, and O'Hare had nowhere to go and ran right into the back bumper, and that's what blew up the 41's engine.
Smith, West, Wakefield, Raz, and more, top 5.
And Ritter's going to be our first DNF of the day officially. And Ritter just was not having the best day. Also, O'Hare going to be our second DNF with that blown engine, already used a fast repair and just deciding to park it for the day.
The Brightsman at one time all the way up to second or third is all the way to 6th now.
Starting to see some drivers coming into pit road, but I don't know if they're scheduled stops. Stab now into the pits, as well as Ryan Blum, excuse me. Blum has been on a roll this week, getting a 6th place finish at ARCA and then a 5th place in the Cup Series. Thought maybe he could continue with the top 10 finishes, and it is not looking good for the 25.
So as we settle in for 40 laps here, coming up, we are currently on lap number 36 of 140. You have Kevin Smith leading, which, by the way, give this guy some press. The Tom Denchel Hermiston Automotive Group entry 00 leading the way in truck 00. We'll show him here in a moment, the leader, as we continue to watch this battle with Raz and Brightsman. There he is. There's the man who really never gets a lot of TV time on our broadcast unless he's caught up in an accident. He won an ARCA Northwest Tour event a couple of weeks ago. And right now, man, oh man, Samuel, he is doing a phenomenal job here as we approach 100 laps to go at Darlington.
Yeah, I mean, during practice, fastest truck on track was Kevin Smith during practice, qualified 6th, and currently in the lead after watching some of our best qualifiers having some of their issues. And it looks like Kevin Smith at times, there's moments where it looks like his tires have finally fallen off. And then about 2 laps after it looks like he's fallen off, he picks up the speed and becomes the fastest driver on track. It is incredible to see what this 00 has, and if this stint continues on, I don't know if there's anyone that could catch the 00 of Kevin Smith.
Man. I mean, I got to say, I'm rather impressed with him. I mean, what a jump for that driver.
Another driver into the pits. It's going to be Burke in the 53 coming in and getting service done, and now going to be back out on track. Dennis Moore and Kaden Anderson, they've been just trekking along with one another, and they continue to move up. What's crazy is they came into the pit box, only got some damage repaired, and also got fuel, and they are now back up to 4th and 5th position. Great recovery for the 44 and the 37.
$100 laps to go. And this has been a fairly clean race with the exception of the accident involving Moore and Stabnow and Kaden Anderson. The caution coming out for Frank Harris officially. Chris White's on the pit lane, by the way. Got a top 3 podium on Monday night in the Cup Series. Robert Gamble is pitting now in 54. Troy Daggett is in. And here comes this black Sharp 83. Not the red, white, and blue like we normally see for the Interstate Amsoil Ford. Oh, man, Chris White overshot his pit box. Oh, my goodness, what is he doing?
It looks like he might have undershot his pit box and then had to pull it back in. That was a very awkward pit box for White, who also kind of came into the pit box, came into the pits just a little bit a little passive. So just overall losing some time under green flag pit stops. Judd Wakefield.
Yep.
Yeah, Wakefield coming in when he was around 4th position. So his 50 machine been having a pretty decent day.
Don Brightsman's in. I always cringe when I see the back of Wakefield's truck because it says Vape Hub, but I think something else.
That's the best hint you could give someone.
That's all I'm going to say. That's it. All right, that's my getting off the rails moment for the night, and that's it. So, green flag. Yeah, no, I'm lying. Him hasn't started talking to me yet. Him's been kind of quiet tonight. Oh, Sean Brightsman overshooting his pit box. By the way, I'm referring to him as our producer, Charles Wooten, by the way. I'm calling you him. Yeah. Him's getting himself super glued to the RC cars again. He tagged me in a post the other day talking about that. I was like, oh my geez, yeah, it's true. He did it. In the middle of a broadcast, he literally says, Wesley, stay live. I can't stop I can't press the buttons. Why can't you press the buttons, him? Because I super glued to messing with the RC car tires.
I'm not surprised that's happened. Ottenbacher now going to be coming into the pits for the 89. So green flag pit stops are underway. Half the field has come into pit road. And with the drivers running as slow as they are, Dan West Jr. getting a little bit out of shape, able to hold on for the 55, but he almost came down into lap traffic, which would have been disastrous for himself and others.
Dan West Jr. right now currently in the 3rd spot. Yeah, you know, he's coming to the pits now, guys. He's going to come in and make a pit stop. Wow, Dan West Jr. dirt tracking it, and so he hit the barrier there. He hit the friggin' trash cans.
No, not
he hit the sand trap. He Matt Kenseth it.
Oh no!
Oh my God, man! Well, come on, Dan.
I guess Dan, you got to use that fast pair now because you're going to be underpowered with that type of sliding hit.
I mean, my goodness. He literally just smacked the sand trap barrels in the wall. And he overshot his pit stall to boot. What in the world? He's in 2 pit box stalls.
I think I think the stalls, it's more of where your marker is than where the stall pane is. So the drivers are doing a great job getting to where they need to go. For us, where it's interesting.
Anyhow, back to my story. We were talking about the producer, him getting super glued. I see with RC car parts during a broadcast. I was on a live broadcast last year. Drove all the way to Phoenix City, Alabama to announce the National 100. Sitting in the hotel room, and the chair breaks. And the chair breaks while I'm live on the air. And you hear a thud, you hear a kaboom, you hear everything. You just didn't hear me say, beep, beep, beep.
Whoa, issues for drivers coming to the pits.
Evan Smith, what are you doing, buddy?
He missed pit. He missed.
I guess he decided to make another lap. I don't know.
He came in way too fast. Dennis Moore also slid and went into the inside wall. Both drivers that were trying to come into pit road having issues.
Holy cow, Kevin. least he didn't hit the wall there. Good save for him. So anyhow, I'm live. We're on commercial break. We come back from the air. I thought we were on commercial, and I'm calling the front desk, telling them to bring me a new chair and make sure it's sturdy and doesn't break. It was live on the air. And then you hear the door knocking, Samuel. You hear the housekeeper, or you hear the front desk lady come to the door. Mr. Outland, we have your chair.
Oh, what a memorable day that was.
It was. It was in November of last year, and I want to say it was the Richmond Cup race playoff event for the Northwest Cup Series. No, it was a truck event because it was on a it was a truck series race. Yeah. It was funny. It was a fun day. Kevin Smith, the leader, by the way, is in pit lane. Jimbo Pfeiffer is the new leader in the 01, the STP colors. How about that? That man will go to the lead quicker in the STP vehicle than Bubba Wallace will.
Well, I don't think, does Bubba still have STP on it as a sponsor?
Not anymore. And here comes Jimbo Pfeiffer on the pit lane. So much while it lasted, he led one lap.
Hey, sometimes a lap is all you need. For Pfeiffer, he's coming off a pretty good ARCA race that he had this past Friday. Finished 4th in that race, so got some experience there. And he's learned from his mistakes. That truck's looking pretty clean. And I think that's really the goal for some of these drivers that were coming up from the ARCA series, is just to have a clean truck by the end of the night.
I was always a fan of the STP oil treatment colors. Petty blue. Petty blue, cherry red. There you see him taking off. Tim's reading my mind. I said petty blue, and he literally said it at the same time.
Whoa! I was watching the Bose backstretch, and Ritter almost took out caution now.
Second yellow, it's out. We'll find out what's going on as Pfeiffer is saved by the pace car. Kobe Ritters and BJ Hidrick unofficially, we are being told, second caution of the race. And the Pulse Poppers Fishing Lure instant replay. And the Darlington Cup winner of last year, Hidrick and Ritters. Look at this. This Bud's for you? Not.
I think this is a different incident that didn't bring out the caution, but this was a scary spot for some of the drivers that were running up front of Dennis Moore and Dan West Jr.
There's Hidrick.
And yeah, it's a scary time out there for some of these drivers. I believe the caution, though, was for Ottenbacher and Kevin Smith making contact. In front of them,
right there in front of us. Oh, man, what might have been for Kevin Smith. And look at the save. And then Hidrick got collected. Man, I'm gonna grab Kevin Smith. I'm going to bring him in the booth real quick, and then we'll come to a quick commercial break because we're under yellow flag. But, man, I want to give this guy some love. Thunder Road driver, Kevin Smith, and he is doing a phenomenal job. Even got part of that accident with Ottenbacher and still kept going, saved the truck. Kevin Smith, it's our communication chat. You got a copy in the 00?
I do.
Man, what a good run you're having.
Yeah, out front, a little uncharted territory for me. Got in, those tires were just super hot and worn out, and just kind of missed the pit box entrance there. Put myself in this position, but I got a good truck, and we'll work at getting it back in the front.
Well, you're staying out in front. You're looking really good. You fell back to, I think, the top 15 now. You got caught up in that accident with Ottenbacher. It doesn't look like any damage on the 00, though.
I certainly hope not. I've been trying to keep it clean and race a good race, and I feel pretty good about getting up through there and getting back and fighting for a win here.
So it's finally good to put a name with the face, the face with the name and the number. Tom Denschel, Hermiston Automotive Group. Talk about how excited you are to be a part of that company and being now with the Northwest iRacing Cup and Truck Series and LSRTV.
No, it's super exciting. Just love this series. I love what goes on with it and the competition. The guys are just absolutely phenomenal. So to be a part of it and to get exposure for the Tom Denschel Auto Group and our Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram store in Hermiston is just fantastic.
All right, Kevin, you got to work on a wrap job though for that next, right? For the sponsor.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got Tom Denschel on the quarter panel, so maybe we need to make it a little bigger.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of the way. What a good run for Thunder Road and Kevin Smith. 00 doing a great job. And again, man, I'm telling you, Greg, what an awesome job for Kevin Smith. I know he just had that little hiccup there, but he saved his truck. The old Kevin Smith would have tore the truck all to hell.
Yeah, I think for that of Kevin Smith, he certainly was happy that he saved it. Still, I think he's frustrated on the fact that he missed pit road. But looks like pace car lights are off. We're going to be going this time by. But yeah, I got to say for Kevin Smith, he's hoping for an early caution so he can get back onto the lead lap.
So we are under 100 laps to go. We are 13 laps to halfway. Working the completion of our second caution. The field will make their way back to the Geico restart zone. This time by new contenders up front, including Judd Wakefield, Sean Brightsman, Dennis Moore, the pole truck, up to third. Dan West Jr. fourth. Carl Burke, man, what a great job for 53 in the top 5. Then you've got Caden Anderson, Cole Raz, Devin West, Jimbo Pfeiffer, Briar Reynolds, the top 10. Jeff Stabnow back up to 11th. Casey Tillman, Tyson Blood, Chris White. 14 trucks on the lead lap as they make their way back to the restart box. Look out, restart zone in trouble on the front row, and the leaders are wrecking on the front. Brightsman, Ottenbacher on his lid. He got in the Raz. Steel green, no caution. Holy cow.
Oh, there's a caution.
And the yellow is out now. This has to have been, man, spinning the tires. Somebody didn't go.
Yeah, I don't want to point any fingers, but Dennis Moore needs to work on his restarts a little bit better.
Dennis Moore again. Dennis Moore, the green 44. Watch the truck on the inside of row 2. And for the second time, Moore has called an issue on the restart. And we're saying maybe Sean Brightsman might have had a problem. We got to watch this here.
Oh, yeah, he's going to wheel spin it and just send it right into the outside wall, but it's the 44 that comes up and just finishes the job. We're going to see on the restart.
Wheel spin on Brightsman. Brightsman in the wall, and then Dennis Moore just plowed him. And then he turns Burke. Burke can't get no damn luck. Raz gets collected again. Man. Holy cow. And look. Was that Kevin Smith?
I think it might have. No, that wasn't. That
wasn't Kevin Smith.
No, I think that might have been Blum that came flying through.
The 25.
Possible. I'm trying to figure out who it was. I'm struggling to find that driver that came flying by. Oh, nope, found it. It was Cooper. And he did get clipped. He did get clipped, got sent in the inside wall, blown engine for the 71.
Man, no wonder he has those googly cross eyes on the camera. Another problem for Aaron Cooper. Man, he can't get no. He does. Have you ever seen the driver? You ever seen his face on the camera? It's like, don't mess with me. We're under caution. We are going to step away. Oh, we'll be with more coverage in a minute. Truck Series presented by Tom Denschel, Hermiston Automotive Group in LSRTV, CRN Sports.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Take a look at the bottom right of your broadcast, salblade.com. Weather conditions and track temperature has gone down a little bit. That's because of the cloud cover. They're saying partly cloudy. There's some clouds up. Our sun's still shining, but the track temp has come down a little bit, Samuel. Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's been fluctuating. It's gone down. I think the lowest I've seen it was going down to probably 106 at one point, and then I've seen it climb all the way past 122 degrees track temp. So it's been a roller coaster for these drivers. I think that might be one of the factors on why we've been seeing drivers at times looking like they've got a ton of grip, and other times looking like they're just going to slide straight into the outside wall. It is going to be something these drivers have to deal with all race long, and it's going to be a tough one, but I think these guys can figure it out.
And they have got to work on their restarts. My goodness. I mean, 44. Dustin Moore, welcome to the show. Really impressed me with putting it on the pole. But then you're coming to green, and I say this humbly, and I'm not picking on Dennis Moore because he's in the elite. He's with the elite. Samuel Dyer, the best of iRacing, run in the Northwest iRacing Cup and Truck Series. You got to earn your dues to run in this deal. You can't make mistakes like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a multiple factors of that with the new track, and the driver's just not used to how slick it is on the start. We're seeing a lot of drivers having issues. It's green flag out in the air.
Back underway, Dan West Jr. Here comes the Vape Hub 50. Judd Wakefield up the hill. He'll move to second. Devin West third. Jimbo 5 for fourth. Caden Anderson now back to the top 5. And still 14 trucks on the lead lap. Stephen Paulison, the Daytona winner, he is a lap down. Caution was to come out again. He would get the free pass.
Man, Pfeiffer is doing a great job with the 0-1. I talked about it under green flag pit stops, but it just seemed like his goal was to stay off the wall and continue just moving forward, and it has been working out. I mean, with the 0-1, he started back in 21st position, now up to 4th. He had a great run during the ARCA series, tried to translate that to the Cups. It's been translating quite well here. For the Cup car, now for the trucks it looks like Wakefield into the wall.
And Pfeiffer will capitalize on it. Five laps to halfway. Wow, Stab now up the hill. Starting to climb back. Chris White to the inside. Sean Brightsman there. As well as Casey Tillman.
Oh no, Paulison spinning.
He got turned. He got hooked by the 44. Paulison. Who spun there?
That was Casey Tillman.
It was 92. Tillman. Tillman got hooked from the 44. Yeah. The 44 was there. Pulse Popper's instant replay. Let's watch it. It was a green truck.
Yeah, it was Paulison. He just came down and got a little bit too aggressive.
It did not trigger anything for us, so we do not have a replay from the truck. They did not hit record. Sorry.
Yeah, Dennis Moore was there, but he was not the car. He was not the truck that initiated that spin. It looked like Paulson was trying to figure out how to get by the 92, and instead of, trying to go lower than him, just spun the 92 into the inside wall.
Okay, I'm not in any way picking on Dennis Moore. His truck was around the vicinity of all that went on. But it was Stephen Paulson that got into him. And by the way, he's in a green truck too.
Very green they are. In more ways than one.
Aaron Cooper back out on track.
Ooh, that was a clean pass by Raz. Get by that of Wakefield on the outside and still carrying a lot of speed. Kaden Anderson, better watch out. The 10 is coming. As Jimbo Pfeiffer now going to be passed on the inside. It's now a 3 cars piled up, and there goes Jimbo.
Wow.
Spun
and
around, and Anderson as well.
Anderson and Raz around as well. Oh, my goodness. So, anywhere else in America, you think a caution would get called, but why, Samuel, have we not seen the yellow flag yet?
That's because what a caution would be brought out for iRacing is when you're on the track surface, and Kaden Anderson, he's trying to bring a caution out. He's
purposely trying to bring out the caution now.
He's got to be moving up another lane. You can see those strips that are on the surface where the dotted lines are. That's where the track surface is, and Kaden Anderson
he's purposely going to put the truck in the wall.
Yeah, that's just a frustration move right there.
He's trying to bring out the caution
so
flag.
mad.
Don't lie.
That one he was mad, yes, for sure. But the drivers need to move up a lane or two more than when we've seen a couple of drivers try to purposely bring out cautions. They're just about a lane short from where they need to be, because Darlington's range for what would bring out a caution is a lot slimmer than what people are used to, which means we're gonna have a lot more cars sliding and spinning out, and not a lot of yellows, because you got to spin out on the racing surface for it to count as
let's just say is by the way, Cody Wooten is cleaning the shocks before and after. You go, buddy. Got his shocks clean. Before and after. Anyhow, as we are in the second half of this race, just after halfway. Bottom line here, Samuel, Kaden Anderson got the sour end of that deal. He got the short end of the stick of what just happened. Because Raz was able to continue, Brightsman, White, all those guys able to continue along. Kaden Anderson falls all the way back to the tail end of the lead lap.
Oh, absolutely. I would say Anderson and Pfeiffer both got. For Anderson, he lost the positions and damage after just getting angry and throwing it into the wall. And for Pfeiffer, he got the most damage out of all the drivers, but still able to keep his track position up in 6th, about to be dropping down to 7th.
And again, this is the Northwest iRacing Truck Series, presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group in Hermiston, Oregon. The Tom Denchel Hermiston Automotive Group. And we appreciate them jumping up on board and being the new sponsor for this deal. Awesome. Of course, Hermiston, Tom Denchel Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have inventory. Where many manufacturers and dealers are struggling with new vehicle inventory, they have it. Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and yes, even the Dodge Charger. They have them all. Over 800 pre-owned vehicles, 100% online. Transactions, remote test drives, remote trade appraisals, and they can even come to you. Upfront pricing, total transparency, good credit, bad credit, no credit, they can help you out. And they do what's right every time. They make it easy, and we make it fun. Nationwide delivery as well. Go to TomDenchilAutoGroup.com for more information. We are excited to have Tom Denchel Hermiston Automotive Group as the title sponsor of the Northwest iRacing Cup and Truck Series. Monday, Wednesday night on your home for sim racing, LSRTV. And on CRN Sports. And by the way, they are also a sponsor of Live Sim Racing TV as well. Death Stab Now replay coming up, presented by Pulse, Poppers, Fish and Lures. They remembered to hit record this time.
Yeah, this is a tough one to watch. This is going to be Tillman and Stabnow just running right into one another.
God, he can't get a break.
Oh, he was running in 10th at the time. I was like, hey, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm hoping for the best. And even when I keep my mouth quiet, Stabnow is still getting terrible.
Tillman inside, Stabnow. And Tidrick's there.
Yep. Stuck in the wall.
And Stabnow nowhere to go. Oh, my goodness, man. Tillman and Stabnow got together. Nowhere to go. Jeff Stabnow, he's probably done.
Engine blown. It is over. I will say, though, a driver that's on the move and extremely quick. That is Bridesman up to second after getting by that of Dan West Jr. And Devin West up in the lead. While we were looking at other battles that were going on, Devin West is silently taking the lead and pulling away quickly.
By the way, Devin West looking to win again. He swept Bristol the other night on dirt for the Cup and the trucks. And now he's looking to go for his second win. Battle for 15th here. Paulison, Onenbacher on track. 58.09 or 89. 60 laps to go, by the way. 80 are complete. Working their way off the corner, back down the back stretch, the bowling back straightaway. The Paulison and Onenbacher reeling in Jimbo Pfeiffer, by the way. He is in 8th. Those trucks are fighting to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, both those
Actually,
drivers.
they are a lap down.
Yeah, they're trying to run down that of Kevin Smith right now, but Smith's about 5 seconds ahead of Paulison. And I think for Paulson and Ottenbacher, both of them have had some pretty rough days today, damaged heavily. And then also in front of them, Jimbo Pfeiffer coming off of that Kenan Anderson incident where they all came colliding into one another.
Kevin Smith is 1 lap down. He was a top contender earlier. And if he could get that lap back, put him back in contention. But we need a caution flag. Under 60 laps to go now here at Darlington.
All that of Daggett just decided to get out of the way for these two to continue to battle on for this of 14th. Oh, the battle for the lead also starting to heat up.
Oh, yes.
Bridesman's showing us what fresh tires can do. Got 11 lap fresher tires than that of Devin Smith, and about to make this pass easy, and also going to be trying to use maybe the 37 if they caught up to him as a pick. But Kenan Anderson, he is hoping to stay on the lead lap and hoping for a quick caution because the 46 is coming in a hurry.
Bridesman is out in front. He is looking for his first win on the Northwest Cup and Truck Series this year. Hard to believe as we approach the 8th points race of the season, Samuel, as good as a driver he is, he has not won yet. Could tonight be the night for him in 46?
I mean, it's looking good just because of the way that the tire sequence is working out for Bridesman. As long as you can stay ahead of the game of everyone else on tires, he should be able to win this thing if this stays green. Looking like still one more pit stop for Bridesman, and look at the rest of the field. They might have to do 2 pit stops moving forward. So it's a really tricky situation, especially with Darlington, where you never know when there's either going to be a caution or no caution, or how the lap car is going to react with you. It's a lot of cross your fingers and hope that everything works out the way that it should, just because Darlington, by its name, too tough to tame. It really is an unknown course on what is going to happen next around the next bend.
26 trucks took the green flag here tonight. By the way, it would be a 28 close to it, but we were missing a couple of drivers, and two of those is Lake Peterson, obviously, the Monday night winner here at Darlington, and his teammate, Justin Yee, the Bumblebee clan from the Beaver State. They're not here.
Yeah, the Bumblebee's taking a little bit of a break, I think, for Lake Peterson after doing such a great job this past Monday. So
Three wins in the Cup Series for that driver, by the way. Three wins.
It's been incredible to watch, Lake, just the way that he's been able to go after this whole entire season for the Cup cars and really poising himself as a threat to win the championship once the playoffs come around. Excited to see how that's going to go. Looks like pit stops are opening up, though, as Gamble gets out and going, and also BJ coming into the pits. He's coming in from 15th.
This is Tidrick, the Darlington winner of the Cup race last year. And might I say, did he not pit? What happened? Did he pit and we missed it?
Yeah, he pit and we saw him coming out of the pits for that driver. But a lot of people, we got half the field that are looking like they're going to have to pit here in the next about 5 to 10 laps. And other drivers looking like they can go for another 15 to possibly 20. And then just like BJ, able to go for another 40 laps, which could put him about 10 laps short of making it to the end.
And by the way, this could also be the money stop.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers, they can get to lap 101 to 105. They're feeling comfortable that they can make it to the end. That's what Bridesman's looking for. But for Devin West Jr., as well as Dan West Jr., Judd Wakefield, they're kind of in a precarious spot where they're looking like they're going to have to pit here very shortly. And the rest of the field, they're kind of looking like, hey, if they have to do multiple stops, we're in the prime position to pass them.
Yeah, we're going to watch them here and see where they go. As the laps tick away here. Lap 90 of 140 on the board, 50 to go. Here comes now another truck on the pit lane. Here comes Pfeiffer. Jimbo Pfeiffer coming in. What a good run for Jimbo. He's in the top 12. He is now the last truck on the lead lap.
Once the cycle goes all the way through, I'm going to be curious to see if we're going to even have, if 10 drivers going to be left on the lead lap. We've been green for so long that, and so many drivers have had to come into pit road because of heavy damage and other issues that have come around. It's going to be interesting. But Wesley, looking at the field right now, pit cycles are going through, but who's been some of the drivers that you've been looking at that you're just impressed on how they've been running here at Darlington?
Well, obviously Kevin Smith at one time, first half of the race, he looked really, really good. Very impressed now with Sean Brightsman, what he's doing. He's out in front. He's had a couple of scares along the way, but Sean Brightsman now holding the mail out in front in the 46 truck for Team LSRTV, the defending Cup Series champion of last year. Devin West, can't count that young kid out. He won Bristol Dirt last week, and he dominated, actually, Bristol Dirt Cup and Truck, and he's in second right now. And Dennis Moore back up to third again, Samuel.
Yeah. I mean, Dennis has been doing a great job for himself so far. But Wesley, it sounds like you got someone down there to talk to.
Yeah, we're closing in on lap 100, and it would not be fitting if we never had a powwow on this Cinco de Mayo with Pablo Escobar as his alias, but he is Jeff Stabnow. Jeff, man, you can't get a break, brother. What in the world, man? I feel so bad for you. It's like it's like I am the announcer for Jeff Stabnow, and I root you on, and you just get bad luck. Like, damn it all, you can't.
I don't
break,
know
man.
what I gotta do, man. It's just bad luck, right? I think you guys saw what happened there at the start of the race. I got in a hole. I was out there on way older tires because I had to pit early to get back, and got back on the lead lap, and I think I had 20 more laps on my tires than anybody else out there. So I mean, I was slow and in the way, and you know, then we got into that with Tillman there a little bit. I think he bounced off the wall, and I just didn't have anywhere to go. So yeah, just tough night. Wrong place, wrong time. It seemed like.
What's your take of the start?
I turned around.
What's your take of the start? We're showing Dennis Moore right now, the green 44 truck. What's your take of the start and what happened with him and you?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I think I probably could have given a little bit more room. You know, you always get a little leery to run right up there against the wall in entry. It's just kind of odd shaped. I might have been a little far off the wall. He might have come a little far up. I don't know. I think it's just two guys at the start of the race running side by side for the first time tonight.
Did this new update setup that they done, did you think it messed up the trucks tonight because of it?
Yeah, our trucks are off. Dan and I were running a setup that we just threw together real quick last night. I think it had pretty good long run, but I didn't survive to see it. Now Dan's got too much damage, and Sean, Devin, and John just pulled out an old Homestead set and threw it in. The setup felt better. And then Devin's crying. It says 5 laps into it, it ain't going anywhere. He says 5 laps into it, it's a turd. It won't turn. So,
and now he's up in front, and now he's leading.
Yeah, with his turd that won't turn, right? Go figure.
Adenbacher on the pit lane, though. So, all right, man. Hey, I got an idea, Jeff. Maybe you need to go back to your original wrap job back in the day from last year and get rid of this 4K Ford and this silver and red and all that shenanigans.
Not happening.
Maybe it's bad luck, man.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna persevere.
I want to see the skull come back. Damn it! Bring the skull back on the car.
We just gotta bring it to the playoffs, back. Right? If I get my first win in the playoffs, that works. If my first win is the last race of the year, that's even better.
All right. Well, Jeff, man.
I know. All
right.
It's hard to be optimistic.
On to the next one, next Monday night. I think we're going to be at Charlotte.
Charlotte, here we come.
Charlotte. All right, brother. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
It's Jeff Stab now. And I don't know how he can be in the mood that he is right now. I'd throw my TV, everything out the window. I was like...
Well, I mean, you got to remember, he's had so many bad weeks that all that anger got out weeks ago. It is now just hysterical, just baffleness each and every week that he gets caught up in something new.
Now it's just like, what could go wrong next? The tire's just going to completely fall off. I'm going to hit the oh, yeah, the tire. Oh.
Well, a ton of pit stops happened while we were talking to Jeff there. Devin West just got out, as well as Cole Raz, as well as Jimbo Pfeiffer, and Dan West Jr. all getting service done. Chris White now coming into the pits. But, yeah, you were right. It is going to be Charlotte. That's the next race that the Cup guys are going to be at.
It is.
Excited to see how that's going to go. As now Dennis Moore and also Judd Wakefield into the pits. And at the timing, these drivers can make it to the end. This is their money stop.
It certainly is the money stop. Chris White coming off the pit lane of the 83. Dennis Moore is in. Judd Wakefield is in. Casey Tillman is in. By the way, we are after lap 100. 38 laps to go to the finish here of the Lady in Black 200.
Oh, man, I bet a lot of these drivers cannot wait for Charlotte to come.
There's Tillman.
It's coming out of the pits. Tillman comes out. Moore.
Dennis, I want to score more. Well, I can't say that.
You had a chance. Oh boy, side by side between Cole Raz and Pfeiffer, as only one driver is left on the lead lap. That's Reisman, because he has not come into the pits. Everyone else,
everybody's
one
a lap down. Everybody's a lap down. Everybody is a lap down. 2 laps down now on timing and scoring. If you were trying to rhyme him, you didn't do it.
He tried. He really did try. He tried his best. Can we give him a participation award?
Just give him the purple ribbon and get the hell out of here. He said, I'm not no Democrat.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. He broke me. The COVID shot didn't break me today. The Moderna shot didn't break me, but his comment broke me. Oh.
I think this is the
By the
scary.
way, I want to say thank you to Big Bird Eric Cheney. And in the words of Pearl Jam, I'm still alive. Okay, fella? He was like, have a nice life, buddy. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Look, you look at Pfeiffer now, the 0-1 machine.
Yeah, Pfeiffer on those older tires, he certainly gained positions, was up to 4th at one moment. But Cole Raz and Dennis Moore, they're moving.
Has lapped the entire field.
It's more of the whole entire field all came into the pits, and he hasn't. That's the biggest thing that we're waiting for.
If we get a caution, but listen, here's the thing. If we get a caution, they're screwed.
Oh, yeah, completely. It's not good. There's a complete lap difference.
You're going to see a lot of people going for the wave around.
Now it's the question. I mean, Bridesman kind of, with him staying out as long as he had, I think he is banking on that caution to come out. So then everyone else would have to take the wave around, and he would be able to come in, get the freshest tires, and he would be set to just pull away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, the only one that would get the free pass would be Devin West, and the wave around would go to everyone else on back.
Oh, man, yeah, no. 9th to 2nd, all 1 lap down. 10th back to 13th, 2 laps down.
Only 9 trucks on the lead lap, or 9 trucks 1 lap down as it is.
You don't really get to say that ratio very often, so it's odd.
There's only a couple of times I've announced races where literally I've seen the entire field get lapped, and it's in a sequence of cautions and pit stops and stuff like that, but then it settles itself back out. Here comes Brian Reynolds. He's on the pit lane, number 12.
Breyer's been on
13th place.
Yeah, he's been on a very odd sequence where he's come in almost every 30 laps into the pits, and he's continuing with that trend.
He's just happy to be here. He's
just survive.
Seat time.
Get points.
Time. John Bridesman will come to the pit lane finally. He's got a whole lap for everybody to get their lap back.
We'll see how far he drops back. I believe that he might fall all the way back to
he might
maybe
stay the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 4th to 5th might be the furthest that he drops back to, but he's going to have about 7 to 10 lap fresher tires. That last run he had 11 lap fresher tires and was able to run down Devin West and others. So it's still possible that Bridesman is setting himself up. If this race goes green and no issues happen to the 46, I think this is the best call he could have made to run down the rest of the field.
And here's the thing, though. I think Sean Bridesman was starting to really get loose. He was dirt tracking it off the corner. The tires were really, getting loose and tight in the truck and slicking off. And I think he knew he had to come to the pits. He stretched this out as much as he can. Now with 30 laps to go, Devin West is back out in front. Sean Bridesman will be 3rd, Samuel. 3rd on the racetrack. 3rd.
Yeah, just in front of Cole Raz, and Cole Raz trying his best to run down others, but the tires are just too old. Dennis Moore, he looks like he's poised to try to run down Devin West, but the difference for Bridesman, 12.2 seconds. And I don't know if there's enough time for him to run down West.
And Dennis Moore, even though he's had those problems on the starts, man, he has Blum's on pit lane. Ryan Blum in 17th. He'll pit. This will be his money stop. Dennis Moore, even though he's had his problems in the race and with Stab now and the other cars and on restarts, and man, he has literally just stayed up and just been resilient, Sam, in that 44 truck, the green 44. He is in the 2nd position. Caden Anderson now on the pit lane in the 37. He's in the catbird seat, though. Dennis Moore is. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, Dennis Moore looking like he's going to be the catbird seat, but both Moore and Bridesman are gaining on Devin West. The question is, will Bridesman catch up to Moore before, Moore can catch up to West? Big credit to Dennis Moore. It is, yes, he's had a lot of downs of getting involved in wrecks and kind of costing a lot of drivers their day. But for Dennis Moore personally, I mean, he won the ARCA race this past Friday, and just trying to carry on that momentum, it would be a great thing for the 44 if he was able to win. But Prashant Bridesman has caught up to him and is passing by him like he's standing still.
And he certainly is. Look at this. John Bridesman passing him like a bad habit. And he has moved a second. He just cleared Dennis Moore. Kevin Smith in front of him, by the way. Kevin Smith in 11th. Hold your head up high, bud, because honestly, Sam, he dominated the first half of this race. And then we got trucks in the wall. You've got, again, Dennis Moore getting the back of the trunk full of Smith. And Dennis Moore off the pace, no caution.
Oh, no, poor BJ Tidrick. He got absolutely bullied into the wall by Bridesman.
He's just happy to be here.
Oh, no. I mean, Bridesman, this is a hard thing with fresh tires is you come in with so much more speed because that grip just allows you to carry your speed through the center of the corner where everyone else really needs to slow down, back off. And for the 46, he just drifted up and body slammed the 72 out of the way. And, also kind of got Smith a little rattled, which then got Dennis Moore's bumper absolutely crushed in.
Look at it, how fast John Bridesman is going. He is flying in truck number 46. I know the interval's like 8 seconds back to the leader of Devin West, but it is here, kitty, kitty, meow, meow, meow. And Sean Bridesman is in stealth mode in that truck 46 right now.
Also sounds like there might have been a slight, almost a wreck for Devin Smith as Caden Anderson was able to get by the 5, but there was almost collision between the 37 and the 5. But for Sean Bridesman, he is flying. When he came out of the pits about 8 laps ago, he was about 12 seconds back. He's cut it in half in just 8 laps. There's plenty of time. If he can keep up this pace, he'll catch up to the 5 in no time.
Laps winding down here as well, closing in on 20 to go.
4th place, Cole Raz, Judd Wakefield right now.
Sizing him up.
I thought there were a couple of times they were going to take each other out. Somehow they're still okay for now.
Closest battle on track right there. You're watching it. Oh, Raz up in the wall. That's Wakefield and Raz fighting for position. That's for 4th and 5th.
Oh boy, Raz has got to be careful. Wakefield giving a little bit of a shove, trying to push the 10 up into the wall.
Talk about getting impatient. Wakefield trying to size up Raz for that spot. Not yet.
I think he's finally got it. And while we watch this battle, here's Dan West Jr. doing his best to get by the 83 of Chris White. And while we're watching these two battles that have been going on, the battle for the lead, it is less than 2 seconds.
Tillman on pit road again at 92. Under 20 laps to go. If we get a caution, we'll play another commercial to close it out. If not, we'll take you to the checkered flag.
Oh, Bridesman's there.
Holy cow. Do you see this? Do you see this? It was 8 seconds a moment ago.
It's been a second to a second and a half each lap that Breitzman has been catching up to Devin West. I will say this, for West, he's been doing the best that he can to get by lap traffic as soon as possible. But when you have a car like the 46 with over 10 laps fresher tires, they can just do things, but oh boy.
Oh, fool. Look at this for the lead.
3 wide?
3 wide, are you kidding me? And give him a little punt in the pants to West. Move out of the way, lap truck is a pick. And Breitzman after Devin West. The tire comparison, 13 laps fresher on 24 laps for Devin West on his tires. And Breitzman tires are what win races. Virtual reality, 46 inside to the lead off turn number 4.
And Breitzman's got no one to worry about for almost a full corner. The next driver he's got to worry about will be the 51 of Tori Daggett, and there's completely fresh air for the 46. Now he can really try to pull away from the rest of the field because no one else has fresher tires than the 46 in the top 10.
No one around him. No one around him whatsoever. Dennis Moore up to third and 44. $15 to go. Judd Wakefield, Cole Raz, top 5. By the way, there is only 6 trucks on the lead lap, maybe 8 trucks on the lead lap. That's it.
Yeah, it's going to be Jimbo Pfeiffer in 8th place, last car on the lead lap, and
now, if a caution comes out, Kevin Smith, he's back in business. He goes back to the lead lap, and he had a really strong truck.
Yeah, Smith's had a great day for himself in that first half.
He has.
But he's going to hope that he has a fast repair because that truck is beat up. The rear end is absolutely destroyed. So is the right side. It's been into the wall. And in front of him is Cole Raz, who's also got a pretty junked up machine that's still chugging along in 5th place. I think for a lot of these drivers at this point, especially with knowing that they aren't going to go in the pits unless another caution comes out, it's just stay off the wall the best that you can and just hope for the best. But for Cole Raz, he is dirt tracking it around these corners.
Working their way back around. Breitzman out in front. Breitzman West, Moore, Wakefield, Raz, top 5.
Wesley, we know Charlotte's next on the list. I mean, we're going back to a 1.5-mile course. I mean, it seems like a lot of these guys excited to go back to a 1.5 miles, especially with the way that this race has actually been going, especially after, 2 very odd courses in a row. I think 1.5 miles feels pretty comfortable for some of these guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, our producer, him, is saying, here, kitty, 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 and it's already been done.
Ooh, battle for 6th? We've got 3 trucks right on top of one another.
Yes. There's White, there's West, there's Pfeiffer. White, West, Pfeiffer sounds like a law firm.
You think they would win cases for you?
They would. Better than James Scott Farron.
Oh, no.
Do y'all have James Scott Farron in California?
I don't know.
Okay, James Scott Farron is pretty big in this area, so I was only being sarcastic. So it's the Moderna shot. It's got me talking crazy right now. The side effects are finally settling in, and it's nothing like they said it would be. Pain, fatigue, fever, sweating. No, it's just talking irrational.
Turning into a zombie is always a great thing.
Dennis Moore. I gotta say though, as we approach 110 laps to go, if I have to talk to Dennis, we'll talk to him about his take on the restarts with Stab Now and Brightsman and more. Matter of fact, all those guys on the podium were a part of that calamity with that second restart. If you remember, they were all bunched up right there with each other.
Yeah, I think the only driver that Moore has touched that had a day that they just needed to park it was that of Jeff Stepnow. But
Yeah.
I mean, his luck's been terrible all season long. So what's another bad race to put on top of it?
Yeah, just, can't really place the blame on Dennis.
Wait, Dennis is falling back. He is losing time. I think he might have gotten in the wall. Judd Wakefield, he's about a half a second back.
Oh, no. Come on, Judd. Battle for third and fourth. Dennis Moore, Judd Wakefield. And remember, we get an LRC. Everything's just flip-flopped. Flip-flops like toes in the sand on a flood at a monsoon beach.
Judd's there. He's going to make this pass. There's plenty of time. They're on equal ground for tires, but it looks like Judd's been keeping his wear and conserving those tires for this long run. And Dennis was feeling like he could possibly run down West, not able to. Side by side.
Contact, they're in the wall. Oh my goodness, Wakefield and Moore.
And this is how both these drivers were racing in the ARCA series on Friday. They were right on top of one another, putting each other in the wall. You don't want to do that in the trucks.
Oh, Ras to the pit lane. Are you kidding me? With 6 laps to go, he's in the pits.
I mean, that is some of these drivers that were putting themselves a little bit too far out, and they weren't going to make it. They're going to be about 5 laps short, exactly where Cole Raz is now. And he's going to be lucky if he finishes when looks like he might have slid through pit road. He just drove right through. I think he might have just had an issue coming. He had a penalty possibly of a drive-through of some sort, maybe. But
4 to
he just
go.
drove through. That was such a weird. I do not know why the 10 went through pit road.
Do you see this? This is Sean Brightsman running down Dan West Jr. and Chris White for 6th and 5th position on the track.
Oh boy. I mean, we saw at one point Bridesman had the whole entire field 1 lap down just because of strategy call, and the strategy has certainly worked out for the 46 in the lead, pulling away, has over a 5-second lead over Devin West. And what a great race it has been for Bridesman, recovering after a couple of poor restarts for him, but still surviving. And once we started going green, no one could touch him.
Kevin Smith in the wall. Oh, that was Casey Tillman. To the line, 2 to go. So, Brightsman is running down Devin West. Running down Dan West Jr. and Chris White. 6th and 5th position up to go a lap down. Tillman and Pfeiffer, I think it is, one behind. They're behind the leader.
Oh.
Wow. John. Wow. Can you say CRN 1 to go? Get out of my way, Dan West Jr. 1 to go now here at Darlington, and I think everybody is glad this one's almost over, Sam Dyer.
Bradman's feeling the pressure. He said, go, lap cars, go. I do not want to be in the middle of all y'all. Give me space just in case I need to get around you if you go in the wall.
He finally just said, guys, have at it. I'm not going to try to lap 6th or 5th. I'm going to stay in contention. Welcome to the victory lane for the first time this year in the trucks in the Northwest. It is John Brightsman, winner of the Lady in Black 200, the man originally out of Puyallup, Washington, now from Tucson, Arizona, the land of the cactuses, the desert. The hot days and the cold nights will break through finally in Northwest iRacing Truck Series presented by Tom Denchel Automotive Group, Victory Lane. What is that, 7 winners in 8 races or 9 races now for the trucks? What a drive for Sean Brightsman there, Sam Dyer.
Yeah, I do believe that it is 7 out of 8 races. It's been a fun one to watch for sure for these guys. And Bridesman put out, he had the best strategy. There was a complete strategy call to pit on the last caution. It put him slightly off sequence compared to everyone else. The slightly fresher tires gave him enough speed to pass everyone else. And man, what a drive for the 46.
Oh, and by the way, he's on a Homestead Miami setup. We got to talk about that whenever we get him in Victory Lane.
Yeah, the setup calls were so interesting, especially with these late updates that came out. It totally changed how drivers had set up their trucks. Earlier on in the week, they really had to change and evolve, and it took a Hail Mary.
Here comes the celebration.
Oh, just missed.
Smash the pass. Kevin Smith. Dan West Jr. put him on his lid and into the pit lane. He is stuck on the pit wall. This is a tradition. Oh. He says, here, I'll give you an assist. I'll help you out. Pfeiffer, Paulison. He's still stuck up on the wall. Somebody help him. Somebody help me. He is stuck on the wall. Somebody just ram him, just T-bone him. Just, yeah.
I don't think they can. He's more into pit road than on the track, so people are just going to drive through him.
Hi, Sam. There you go. There you go, Sean. You're just happy to be here. You can wave at us. Well, as Sean Brightsman becomes one-on-one with the wall, let's take a look at the unofficial results here. Oh, he got it? Did he get it?
Nope, he's still stuck.
Oh, he's still stuck. Unofficial results. Sean Brightsman, your winner. Devin West, he ran him back down on the interval of almost 9 seconds back. Winner, second place, Devin West. Judd Wakefield, third. Dennis Moore, fourth. Chris White, fifth. Dan West Jr., Jimbo Pfeiffer. 7 trucks on the lead lap. And literally, Pfeiffer, West, White, all about to go a lap down. And Sean Brightsman just said, this is getting too hectic. I'm going to get the hell out of the way. You guys have at it. 8th, Kevin Smith. What a good run for him in the 00. Caden Anderson, 9th. Cole Raz, the top 10, and they were all the lap down.
Yeah, 11th place is when you got to see all the drivers that went 2 laps down. John Ottenbacher, he had some issues coming into pit road. And then you've also got Steven Paulson in 12th. And then Brian Reynolds, he had to come in with some late pit stops, put him back into 2 laps down. Going to be finishing in 3rd place. Tillman, we saw Tillman have a couple of issues with drivers, as well as Tidrick getting put into the wall. But a lot of these drivers having slight issues. Tyler King, Blood, Blum, and also that of Gamble, having so many drives where they were hoping they would still survive. And Troy Daggett going to be in 20th place, and that is the last driver that finished out the race. Everyone else, they DNF'd from this thing.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that includes drivers like Frank Harris. Jeff Stab now, the bad roller coaster season continues for him in a downward spiral. Carl Burke had a good run in the Cup race Monday, struggled in the truck. Aaron Cooper, Toby Ritter, Stephen O'Hare, Ray Fournier, all with problems here tonight here at Darlington. Quick break. We have to take an extended commercial break because we have not played many commercials tonight. We got to thank our sponsors like Hermiston, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Also, of course, the Tom Denchel Automotive Group. So many others. Will be right back, and we will then talk to our top 3 here at Darlington with the Northwest iRacing Truck Series. And the Lady in Black 200 in the books. Sean Brightsman, the 7th different winner to win on the trucks in 2021.
ETE Reman is the world's best remanufacturer of transmissions for import and domestic cars and trucks. Based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our customers are repair shops, auto parts stores, dealerships, and distributors. And with 6 nationwide warehouses, we're where and when you need us. So when you're looking for a transmission that is like new, only better, instill confidence and install ETE Reman.
Every customer, every single time needs to get our very best. From moment one, my goal managing a team here in the dealership is to make sure that that customer's experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite sure of what they're buying or what they're paying or those sorts of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Welcome back to coverage of the Northwest iRacing Truck Series presented by the Tom Denchel Automotive Group. Sam Dyer, Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten here with you. We have now had another winner join us here at Darlington, Charlotte, Kansas, Dover. Those are your next three on the way for the Northwest Cup and Truck Series. As always, go to livesimracing.com and, of course, Northwest Racing Series to find out the other information. We will talk to Sean Brightsman in a moment. He joins the list of winners like Dan West Jr., Kenneth Garber, Devin West, Paul Newton, Caden Anderson now. And we'll talk to Brightsman. First off, third place, Judd Wakefield. Judd, your take of this race, man. Got around Dennis Moore just with those final laps, and a good run for the Vape Hub number 50 truck tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think I listened to the episodes or the past broadcasts that you guys had done, and I think it was Jeff Prince that had said I need to calm down a little bit. So I did. Track was great. Appreciate Vape Hub and all my sponsors and Tom Denchel's coming on board, and it was a great race. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was a great run for yourself. I got to watch you back in the ARCA series. You finished in fifth there. And do you think that having that more track experience helped you, or was it kind of a wild card tonight with all the updates that came in?
No, definitely. There's two things. Getting the track time was definitely important, and then listening to what a lot of the other racers are saying, setup, like especially when you have other guys like this group, Northwest Racing Series, great. Everybody's willing to help. Everybody's there to try and develop you into a better driver. So I listened to your stuff, or Justin say I needed to calm down. I did, and came out with a decent finish.
Man, it's got to be like a win for you, Judd, definitely. I mean, this has definitely been kind of I wouldn't say it's been a bad year, but normally you do get caught up in accidents. You have problems. I mean, it's got to feel good to be racing up there with the pack, running with the big boys.
Oh, yeah. More to come, and it'll get better. And it's my first year, a full year, and it'll get better. I'll just start getting some more seat time, and we'll go from there.
Got anybody want to thank sponsor-wise of the number 50, man?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to thank Vape Hub first and foremost, and then I'd like to thank my wife and my family, man. They've done a lot for me to help me out and let me at least play something what's a dream to me is to drive race cars. And also, you know what, if you guys ever think about fostering kids, you might want to just look into it, man. There's so many kids out there that need help, and they need somebody to just take care of them for a little while. So you guys might want to look into that and just research it a little bit. Other than that, thanks, man. You guys, LSRTV, you guys are awesome.
Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. Judd Wakefield, 50 Machine, finishes in third, first time on the podium. And, yeah, definitely, if you out there and moms and dads can't have babies, there are many kids out there that are deserving of having a life and having a family. And definitely, I would say amen sentiments on that. Do what you can to help them out, for sure. Judd Wakefield third. Runner-up in the race is going to be Devin West. Devin West coming up off the 2 wins in the season. He won it, of course, the race at Homestead, Miami. Then he won the dirt race, sweep the dirt race for the Northwest Series 2 weeks ago, and or last week for that matter. Devin second. You come close, though, bud, man. Your take on the race in the 5 tonight.
Yeah, it feels good to be back. I missed Monday, but that's all right. Coming off of back-to-back wins or sweeping the door race, I was feeling pretty good. And then I was sitting there with about, I think 30 to go, about a 10-second lead over Sean. I was feeling really good. And then all of a sudden, next thing I knew, it was Sean gonna fly by me. So I'm happy. Sean was untouchable tonight, so to come home second is pretty much a win to me. But it feels good to be back.
Yeah, I mean, Devin, it looked like as leaders, you guys kind of had magnets when lap cars were around you. Was there any moments where you were kind of a little bit too nervous being around lap traffic?
Yeah, this track is just, I mean, it's just one lane, and so to try to get around anybody, whether they're a lap car or a lead lap car, is difficult, you know. I found myself giving the spot away whenever I was getting past, and you know, you hope the lap cars do that for you, but sometimes they didn't. Just for nothing they were doing wrong. But I know me and Sean brought him to the lead there. Tyson was right there with us, but I trust Tyson a lot. You know, he's a good driver, so hopefully it was good for the fans. Got 3 wide of it there.
Well, I know that, I know that obviously we look at what you've done at Homestead, that track. You won this race. Sean Brightsman, we'll talk to him in a minute. They said that he used the Homestead setup. You won Homestead. Was this race a little... Do you run Homestead or Darlington similar to each other?
When you look at the 2 tracks there, I mean, what's similar to Darlington, right? I mean, nothing is. But when you look at the 2 tracks, like I said, they're nothing alike. And yet, yeah, I know I was running Homestead set tonight, and I think me and Sean were on somewhat similar sets. Made some changes to it and some mid-race changes that obviously helped me out a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I came into this night not knowing what was going to happen. I didn't have a super fast truck then in the beginning of the race. I was running about 10th, and I was honestly the best I could do. So to find myself in second and lead a big part of the race was pretty shocking to me. I'm happy about it, but it feels good.
All right, man. You got anybody you want to thank sponsor-wise? Go ahead.
Yeah, obviously Effective Web Solutions, Kenny's Custom Hardwood, Advanced Automotive Repair, all those guys help me out in real life. Motorsports Distributing, they do a lot for the dirt mod. So yeah, all those guys, and of course you guys up in the booth do a great job.
Thank you very much, man. There's Devin West again. 2 wins on the season for the driver. He's got 2 wins with his dad as well. And by the way, now Devin West finishing second here tonight at Darlington. The winner of the Lady in Black 200 finally breaking through into victory lane for the first time this year in Northwest competition for the Cup and the Truck Series, defending Cup Series champion, number 46 entry from Puyallup, Washington, now in Tucson, Arizona, Sean Brightsman. Sean will make now the 6th different winner in 8 races on the Northwest Truck Series. Sean, congratulations to you, bud. Welcome to victory lane again.
Thanks, Wes. It's great to be back and finally visit this lovely victory lane.
Okay, so Jeff Stabnow was telling us jokingly in the booth when he was taken out and called it a night that you used the setup for Homestead because the new download for Darlington threw you for a loop, threw everybody for a loop. Do you think it was the right call?
I mean, we're in victory lane, so I think so. But I think if we had more time to work with our setups and get on and actually run a lot more laps and kind of dial in a setup, we probably would have done something off of the Homestead set. But I think it was, for me, without getting too many laps in for practice and all that, it was an easy choice for me to go with a little bit more solid base than one that would spin out or just be a little bit unstable.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, a great recovery. I mean, thinking about that second caution that came out, everyone stacked up. I saw a couple of those early restarts. You seemed like you were wheel spinning it, and then you kind of all got finished off. How was it trying to rebound from the restart incident into winning this race?
You know, I don't even really know what happened. Like we got spun there. I spun the tires, Dennis spun the tires, and he turned me, and then I just feel terrible. I backed up and was looking the wrong way, of course, and Aaron Cooper comes along. I collect him in that incident, so feel bad for Aaron Cooper. Sorry, man. That was all me. But to go from that to starting in front of all the lead lap down trucks and just seeing what I had with a little bit fresher tires and getting out to that lead kind of set the pace. If we had another caution, I think we would have we'd had a different winner tonight.
Can we in final, before you thank your sponsors, maybe just talk about what it means to you to get back to victory lane and how competitive this series has been this year, not just even in the Cups, but the Truck Series. 8 events, 6 different winners.
It means a lot. I mean, if I was to look at the race results and I saw myself win, I would think nothing of it. In recent seasons and all that. Now it's such a hard fought battle to win. You've got the whole Beaver State Racing group, Dennis Moore, Stefan O'Hare, Tyler King. They're all fast and they work really hard on their setups. You got all the guys from the Northwest Tour that come out for Monday nights and sometimes Thursdays. And then you got, the good guys group, the LSRTV group. Devin West, Dan West, Jeff Stabnow, John Ottenbacher, all those guys are threats to win. So to get back in here after kind of struggling along for the first 16 races here between the 2 series and finally getting to victory lane is just I'm just kind of shocked and baffled a little bit.
All right, man. Well, Sean Brightsman to victory lane, and again, he makes the 6th different winner in 8 events. Well, Sam Dyer, your final thoughts, bud. Fun time here at Darlington. We've got Charlotte next week, the America's home for racing in the Queen City, where I was at 2 nights ago. Love that place. Always love seeing the racetrack while going to handle business there in the Queen City, and that will be where we're at virtually next week for Cup and Truck. Kansas, Dover, the next 3 on the way. It's been a fun time as we approach races 9, 10, and 11 for the Northwest Cup and Truck Series. Your thoughts on the night?
Yeah, I mean, tonight it was a roller coaster at the start. We didn't know if it was going to be a wreck fest all the way through, but I was very surprised and very happy to see once we went green, all the different strategies that were thrown out. And, for Brezman, it was the strategy call of taking tires on that last caution that really set him up for the right strategy to win this race.
A good run for Sean Brightsman. He makes now again the 6th different winner in 8 events here after taming the Lady in Black. Darlington Raceway dominating 200 miles. And again, a great battle down to the wire between the fuel mile strategy, tire wear conservation, and so much more. Hey, that's going to do it for the week for the Northwest. Coverage continues next Monday again for Charlotte. Friday, the ARCA Series, the Northwest ARCA Series will be in action. I believe that will be at Charlotte as well on Friday night. Sam Dyer and I believe Justin Prince will have the call for that event. But anyhow, always a fun time working with Greg Rentz. Greg had a family emergency. Thoughts and prayers with him. And we appreciate you all for watching. Hopefully we'll get back him in the booth on Monday. Sam Dyer, always a phenomenal job. For, of course, Rocket Media and Jeff Stabnow and everybody at LSRTV, Charles Wooten in production, everyone at CRN Sports. Follow us at CRN Sports and at LSRTV on social media. For Samuel Dyer, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations again to Sean Brightsman, winner here tonight at Darlington for the Northwest iRacing Truck Series, presented by Tom Denschel Automotive Group. Be good to one another. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Don't party too hard if you are tonight. And remember, happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there on this weekend as well. Take care. We'll see you Monday. God bless.